What's up, Nova family? I hope you're doing awesome this evening. I am here with Erik Swinson. He is one of the people leading a seminar this year at the Nova Open, and he is going to tell us all about it. But first, Erik, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm a freelance professional miniature painter from Virginia Beach, Virginia. So pretty local to Nova, a few hours south. I do some work for uh, Privateer Press, doing some of the box art for them. Paint some freelance work for personal collectors on the side, and mostly just do some competition stuff on my own. And that's about it.
That's awesome, and I can definitely say your work is so impressive. Now, how long have you been working professionally as a freelance painter?
Professionally, not too long. Mostly just a hobbyist for quite a while. Other than some odds and ends Army commission stuff for some local guys, but just actually doing studio work's been pretty recent.
Okay, very nice. So that's not what you do full time.
No, that is not my full-time job. My full-time job is a web developer for a local advertising company.
Okay, very nice. So, how long have you been involved with the Nova Open?
So 2 years ago was my first Nova, and last year was my first year teaching. So this will be my second year teaching coming up.
Okay, very nice. So, speaking of teaching, what will you be teaching this year?
I'm going to be teaching OSL. For those that don't know, that's source lighting, how to make things look like they're glowing or have, lights from torches or things like that on them.
Okay.
Um, I'll also be teaching a non-metallic metal class, and I'll be teaching a how to paint orc skin class.
Oh, nice. So, for each of those classes, are you sort of looking for a certain type of student in terms of their skill level, or are these classes for anyone that has the interest in those particular skill sets?
I would say my classes are a bit more on the side of intermediate to advanced. Um, People looking to up their level from a tabletop quality more towards a display quality miniature painter.
Okay, gotcha. So it wouldn't be unusual for one of your students to be competing in, like a painting competition.
No, I've definitely taught some guys that I'm happy to say I've had some students do pretty well in the capital palette.
Okay, that's really awesome. So, what's your favorite part of the Nova Open? I bet I could guess.
Uh, I honestly just my favorite part is just getting to hang out with all the other miniature painters from across the country. But the actual part of the show, like, would probably be the capital palette.
Sure. Yeah, that would have been my guess. Maybe I should have said that first so I could be proven right. Well, I mean, obviously your work is incredible. If anyone has ever seen you on Instagram or seen your pieces, in real life, it's truly remarkable. So, do you see yourself being involved with any of the judging at any point?
As of right now, I will be judging the masters level at this year's capital palette.
Oh, very nice. That's incredible. So, have you judged before? Will this be your first year?
This will be my first year judging at Nova. Yeah, but I've judged some other painting competitions in the past.
Okay, very nice. I can imagine that that's a ton of pressure, and I'm sure obviously you've developed such an eye for it that it comes very natural to you. But for me, I cannot imagine, knowing how to judge those incredible works against each other. So I know that's a big task for you and all the other judges.
I will be honest, it is somewhat easier to judge the masters level, I think, than it is the earlier levels where the I do not envy the guys that are judging the intermediate tier. I think they had to judge something like a crazy 700 entries or something last year, and masters is I only have to look at like 30 some pieces or
Okay,
something like that.
that's good. But I imagine that it's like the tiniest differences in like margin that pushes someone to that next level, right?
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, that's really cool stuff. So, are you involved, or are you donating, or doing any work with the Nova Open Charitable Foundation raffle this year?
I hope to. Yeah, I have a piece that I'm doing for the Golden Demon that I'd like to probably donate to the charity raffle after I enter that. So
That's exciting. That would
yep.
be an amazing get for somebody to get to have on their shelves to display.
Yeah, and last year I got to do the, what were they called? The Nova Fists, I think.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
orange. Yeah, so I got to do the captain and the chaplain from that army. So
That's incredible. It's so cool that painters like yourself are able to come together and contribute to such a great cause with their skills and their artistry. I think that's really
yeah,
fantastic.
it's great, man. Even guys that don't get to make it, um, they're just the most amazing artists from all over the world, honestly, that donate their models and for a good cause.
Yeah, I think that's just such a cool way to, like I said, support these amazing causes. But also, it's really neat because, like you said, people from around the world get to display their miniatures, and then someone like me can go and, buy a raffle ticket, and I may get lucky and get to take that home and have that as something that I can experience for years to come and enjoy and, use to tell stories to people who come into my home. So I think that's super cool. So, is there a great place for people to find you in the meantime, leading up to the Nova Open?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. I'm Erik, ERIK _Swinson, SWINSON. If you want to follow me on there, I post a lot of work in progress stuff. I'll occasionally post some tutorial type stuff and finished work. So that's where you can find me.
Is there anything else you have for us this evening?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a semi-private class at Nova. It's a class for, I think, 4 to 6 people. I believe it's 4. And I'll be getting in contact with those people. So if you want to get into that, it'll be a tailored class to that group and what they want to learn. So that one's probably going to be the first to go. So
Okay.
if you want a tailored class to your wants, hop on that one.
That's awesome. So that's like a VIP exclusive. Make sure you're watching to get in on that because it sounds like that's going to be something that's very popular and very cool too. That's so anything they want to learn, they're going to work with them on that.
Yep, I'm going to figure out what the group's wants is after figuring out who signs up for the class, and then we'll figure out something to teach.
Very nice. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure getting to talk to you, Erik, and I can't wait to see how things go at the Nova Open with all that judging and all those amazing works. And I can't wait to get to see you there.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Awesome.
It's always a great time.
Great. Well, have an awesome night, and we'll talk to you soon.